Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. This is Dr. Krashek and I'm very happy to be here today because today we are making one of the best video that I can make. This is an NHL mock draft video. This is the first one. I'm gonna make a couple of one until the end of the summer, until the draft. So this is my first mock draft. Enjoy it. So this is a top 10 mock draft, and with a lot of surprise, the first overall pick is the Chicago Blackhawks, following by the Utah Jazz, and after that, everybody kind of go one or two plays down. The San Jose Shark are the biggest loser at number 3, Nashville 4, Buffalo 5, Seattle 6, Flyers at 7, Pittsburgh at 8, St. Louis at 9, and the Montreal Canadiens at number 10. So Chicago and Utah are the biggest winner of this lottery. So at number 1, I think the Chicago Blackhawks gonna surprise some people because I really don't see them drafting another demon after Leveshnov and the Demidov situation. So I think they're gonna go with Michael Misa and not James Higgin or Porter Martone. I think Michael Misa is the better fit. He's a 6'1" center who's gonna weigh 185 pounds, so maybe a little bit more this summer. And this is a guy with a lot of skill, play a pretty good two-way game, and overall is probably the best number guy I've seen in the last 5 years. Number wise, Michael Misa deserved to be the first overall pick. Is he my personal first overall pick? No. But this guy is very good and have a lot of skill and a lot of tool that can make him very, very good in the NHL. Do I think he lack physicality? Do I think he lack toughness? Yeah. But he's a pretty solid player. And I think Chicago need a guy to help Connor Bedard. And I don't think James Higgins is the best fit in the world. And I think you can draft or Porter Martone 4 or 5 in the next couple of years if you're Chicago. So I think Michael Misa is the best draft for the situation for Chicago. So if this happened in real life, I think everybody's screaming that Batman cheat again the league and fix the lottery. The Utah Hockey Club with the second pick overall with the 9 plays jump select Matthew Schaefer, a 6'2" amazing defenseman who skate like the wind and is amazing. And for a lot of people, Matthew Schaefer is the first pick overall. And I will say, if it's not Chicago drafting number 1, I think Matthew Schaefer is the clear first overall pick. This guy skate like the wind, is very dangerous in transition, move on the blue line like anybody else in this draft. Matthew Schaefer is just amazing. So I know for some people the injury and sickness can be scary, but I really don't think that will hurt his development that much, and I really see Matthew Schaefer becoming an all-star defenseman in the NHL, so the fit with the Utah Hockey Club is just perfect for Schaefer. So at number 3 in this draft is the San Jose Shark, and they are clearly the biggest loser of this draft, going 1 to 3. Still, they still have Celebrini and Will Smith and a lot of great prospect in center position. So I really think they're gonna go for a winger in Porter Martone, and I think the fit is better with Martone than James Higgins, a 6'3", 207 pounds winger with amazing skill, a deadly wrist shot, and I think the fact that it's a good power forward that loved to create chaos gonna fit pretty well with a more cerebral killer like Celebrini. So at number 4, the only pick was gonna make sense for the very disappointing Nashville Predators is the American born center James Higgins. Is he gonna be a generational talent like people were saying at the start of the season? No. But I think he's still a very solid prospect. 5'11" center, 176 pounds. He's a guy who's very creative, who can create a lot for his teammate. And I really think with a very solid sniper, James Higgins is going to be an amazing playmaking center for this team. So at number 5, we have the Seattle Krakens, one of the team with the best prospect pool in the NHL right now with Shane Wright, Matty Bernier, but also got like Berkeley Caden, Edward Sell. All those guys are forward, and I really think they're gonna draft somebody who already is already in Seattle with Radim Murka, who's gonna be a prospect who's completely different from the rest. He's a 6'6", 200 pounds righty defenseman who's gonna be a very solid defensive minded defenseman, but in the WHL he's already making a point per game this year. So this is a defensive defenseman with a very solid first pass. And I think that pick make a lot of sense for Seattle. So Buffalo, I'm number 6. This team is kind of a mess. Even prospect wise, they have a lot of everything, but nothing is super great. But because they seems to love Sweden player, I think Anton Frondell is gonna be their pick. He's a very solid two-way center. He's 6 foot, 200 pounds, and he's clearly the best player defensively in this draft, at least in the top 10. So I think he's the closer at NHL level, except maybe the top 4. So at number 7, for the Flyers, only one player makes sense. Because with Michkov at the wing, you need some help at the center position. And Caleb Desnoyers is maybe the best option. He's an amazing two-way center who's very solid defensively. He's also a very good playmaker. He's a 6'2" guy with a lot of heart, a great work ethic, and a very solid IQ. And I really think with a guy who's more offensive minded like Michkov, you're gonna need a guy who's gonna check a little bit the defense. And then why you can be a very great fit for the Flyers. So like I said, high Q, good defense, and very solid playmaking make him a great choice for a team like the Flyers who really need a center in the prospect pool. So at number 9, Pittsburgh really need a lot of new talent. And with 2 first-round picks this year, they're gonna take a more risky pick with the first with Roger McQueen, a very high risk, high reward prospect. This guy is a 6'5", 192 pounds center with a lot of skill, but he's kind of a little bit raw. But I really think Pittsburgh really need talent in the prospect pool, and Roger McQueen can be a great solution for them. So Montreal at number 10, they already have pretty solid good prospect. With guys like Demidov, Michael Hage, and Flower, I think Montreal gonna choose character this year. And Carter Bear fit that. This guy is a workhorse with so much potential. He's a 6', 176 pound center, and he is one of my favorite. I think this guy is loved by everybody in the hockey world right now. This guy has such a great work ethic, and I love to watch him play. This is one of the guys that I watch and I say, I want that guy in my team. I hope the Montreal Canadiens, if this guy is there at number 10, they take him, because Montreal Canadiens need more passion, need more grit, need a little bit more of Carter Bear in their prospect pool and in the future of the team. So I think Carter Bear is exactly what the Montreal Canadiens need now and for the future. So that was my top 10 mock draft video. If you like this type of video, you can like and subscribe, because I'm gonna make video about the draft until this summer. So hope you enjoy it, and I hope to see you next time.